All right, so today's project, what we're doing, we're moving this entire filter system over by that tree. So we're gonna disconnect everything here, dig a trench over to where the tree is. We're gonna have to dig down, find where the plumbing comes in from the ground, and basically we're gonna run new pipes all the way over and reinstall it with a new filter system over there. So that's kind of the game plan. Right now we're just gonna get everything unhooked and moved. So all you pool guys will like this. All the hose clamps, all the black poly plumbing and stuff like that. All you non-pool people, basically this is an older style of doing plumbing where it's all heated. This is black poly pipe that's heated into a fitting and hose clamped, which we hate because it can come loose and leak very easily. But this whole system is all pieced together, and we're gonna get rid of all that, and it's gonna be all hard PVC plumbing now. Probably about 20 hose clamps so far. Yeah, so working on the trench, we have a big stump right here we want to try to get out, because our plan is to put the filter system right in here. And if we can get this stump out, we can run the pipes right through. So I'm going to try to cut some of the roots and see if we can get underneath it. A little small machine for this size stump, but we'll get it done. So while we got the machine here, we use this on a lot of our jobs that we do around pools. This is a Kubota KX008. We actually rent it from Home Depot, but I know a lot of places rent them. We use this just because, one, it will fit through a small gate opening. So this literally fit right through this gate with like ½ inch to spare. So it works awesome for tight areas. You can just basically crawl right in and work next to the pool, and it's not too heavy either, so it's not going to destroy or crack pool decks and stuff like that. As far as like digging power and everything, this thing's got some pretty good power. I mean, you see the rocket pulled out there. The bucket's the perfect size for trenching for what we do. We usually go down about 2.5 to 3 feet max, and we don't need to go too wide, so the bucket works awesome. If you need it, we got the blade on it to kind of smooth stuff out. We love this thing. Bobcat makes a similar one. I can't remember the exact model. I think it's a 418 or something like that. We use that sometimes if this one's not available, but basically I think Cat makes one too. 301 or something like that, I'm not sure, but these things are awesome because they can fit through the gates without having to take panels of the fence down. So well, I got this here before I put it on the trailer. I just figured we'd show that. Eventually I'd like to buy something like this. It's, you know, $300 a day to rent, so there's no point in buying one just yet. But we also ripped out some bushes and stuff with it while we're here, so thing works awesome. So we're just finishing up on the filter system here. Basically what we did is this is a brand new filter. We're keeping the existing pump. The customer wanted to use the existing pump, but everything else is new. All new plumbing, new valve. We did 2-inch on the suction side coming in. So for those of you who don't know pools, suction is basically water coming from the pool. So the suction is a skimmer. This one has a wall suction, so skimmer and wall suction. Most pools have a skimmer and a main drain, and usually multiple lines. So 2-inch on that with a diverter valve. We're gonna plumb from the pump to the filter next. That's all we gotta do now. And then we got our return lines down here. Before there was no ball valve, so we have each individual return with a ball valve so you can shut them down, control them, all that stuff. What we like to do is we put unions on everything. So if we ever had to service stuff or replace stuff or whatever, everything can be broken down. So union, there's unions. The entire system can be broken down. That's something that a lot of pool companies don't do, which is unfortunate, because if you didn't have these, you'd have to cut the plumbing and redo it all. So, but that's just a little update. We're just gonna connect from the filter to the pump, and then once that's done, we're out here for the day. The electrician's gonna come in, run the electrical over here, and then we'll be back to backfill and test the system probably tomorrow. Wrapping up day one. We've got all the pipes pretty much in, almost all done. We ended up moving the filter back even further. We had it here and the customer wanted to move it a little further, so we had a lot of roots to deal with in this area. But we got everything plumbed in. The return lines are plumbed into here. The suction lines are pretty much all the way out. We got to finish tomorrow and stuff like that, and the electrician's coming, but everything's looking pretty good. Definitely got about a half day's work left tomorrow. Would have been done today if we didn't have to move the filter, but it actually looks better back where it is now. Originally it was going to be right here, so pretty good. Just roots, a lot of roots. So I didn't get a ton of footage of it, but it was a pretty tough dig, but we got it done. You can see we had to cut them all out with the chainsaw, so we'll be back tomorrow and we'll get it all finished up. So we're just testing the lines, we're pressure testing them. If you watched our last video, I kind of explained it a little bit, but basically what we do is we plug each end of the line. So we're plugging the lines over here at the filter, and then we get them plugged at the pool. And then we add water into the line and usually pressurize it up to about 15 PSI and just to see if it holds. So got to do this slowly. You don't want to put too much in at once.
I always see blue and black. Some people think it's white and gold.
Yeah, that's a wrap for this project. The filter system was originally right here. We dug the trench all the way over, and this is where the new system's sitting. The only thing left to do is this pump is going to be replaced, so that's just going to get taken out real quick and a new one going in. That'll take 5 minutes, so that will be done next week. But got everything all set. New valves, 2-inch plumbing, new filter, new multi-port valve, much more efficient. So, and it's tucked up here in the corner away from everything. So looks awesome. Got it all landscaped again. Customer's gonna end up doing some landscaping and putting a patio in, so that's kind of why we moved the whole system, but cleaned it up as best as we could, and we're all set to open this pool in a couple weeks.